Hi again. I wanted to introduce to you the concept of affirmations, what they are, why we use them, how we use them, how they can affect your life, how they can support and be a part of your healing and recovery journey. Affirmations are statements, they are messages that affirm an idea in our mind, in our body, in our energy system. And we take in affirmations all the time. We have had things affirmed to us and for us throughout our lives. And those affirmations that we have taken on board shape our beliefs, they shape our ideas about life, they shape how we show up in the world, they shape what we do and what we don't do, and how we do it and how we don't do it. And they can actually be a big part of our understanding of life and the different aspects of life. And these affirmations can be helpful or unhelpful. It doesn't matter what is affirmed. It's actually just the act of the affirming, and especially the amount of times we've had this affirmed to us, that our subconscious mind soaks in. So any messaging that is repeated again and again and again will be affirmed to us as true, whether it is or not. And this is why affirmations are often a practice, and they're something that we do again and again and again. We repeat them again and again and again, because then our subconscious mind is going to take that on as truth. And then that can help support our a change in our beliefs and our ideas and our thoughts, patterns, and behaviors. Our subconscious mind doesn't actually care whether something is true or not. It doesn't actually care whether something is helpful or not. What it does is it notices the pattern that I keep seeing this again and again, or I keep hearing this again and again, or I keep feeling this again and again. Therefore, it must be important. Therefore, it must be true. And I'm going to take this on. And in order to save energy, I am going to create unconscious patterns, unconscious behaviors, unconscious thoughts, feelings, and ideas based on this affirmed truth in order to save you time, to save you energy ultimately, so you don't have to think and consider what to do in certain situations. When something's affirmed and again, we take it in as a yes, as a truth, as a this is important, so I am going to adapt to it. And as I said, this doesn't mean that something is helpful for us. We can have all sorts of things affirmed, and we can affirm things in our own thought processes. So let me give you some examples. It makes no difference whether someone repeatedly tells you you're brilliant or repeatedly tells you you're stupid. Whatever is repeated the most often becomes the truth that we absorb, and therefore we respond to that. Well, if I'm stupid, then that means this. If I'm brilliant, then that means this. And we begin to create beliefs, ideas, actions, and behaviors, all based on this affirmed truth that we are either brilliant or we are either or stupid. It's probably not helpful to go around life thinking either extreme, in my opinion, but that you're stupid, for example. Because it might be true that in certain situations we make stupid decisions, or that we regret, or we said something that sounded a bit stupid given the company we were in. But fundamentally, most people are not stupid. We can always learn, we can always change, we can always take in more information. So it's not true that anybody is stupid, but if that's been affirmed again and again, and we begin to believe that about ourselves, it's going to shape how we show up in the world, how we show up with other people, the choices that we make, and how we respond to life. And this is why affirmations and making a practice of choosing what we affirm to ourselves is really important for a healing journey. I think we can heal pretty much any aspect of our lives given the right conditions. And I believe that partly because I've affirmed it, and therefore my reality has shown me that that is true. But if we don't believe in something, we're also going to see that as true. What I love to give as a really great example of how just simply our belief, our affirmed ideas can shape an outcome is the very well documented placebo effect. If you have never heard of it, the placebo effect is when drug companies and doctors and that sort of research do a test of a medication and compare it. They have a control group with a certain condition, and they give some people the medication that they're trying to test, and they give some people a sugar pill. And they treat both groups of people the same way. They affirm that this medication is going to help. They affirm the ways it can help. They affirm the outcomes of taking the medication, and then they see what happens. And there's generally always about 25% of people, that's a quarter of the time, people who've taken a sugar pill that has no medical benefit at all will find that they get the outcome they've been told they're going to get from taking this medication. In other words, 25% of the time, people will heal themselves because they believe they're doing something that is going to make them better. So you've got a 1 in 4 chance just by believing that something will help, that it will. I've also deciphered then that means you've got a 1 in 4 chance. If you 25% of the time, if you believe something is not going to help, it's not going to help. So when we consider that, the power of that, you can actually increase or decrease your chances of healing through affirmed ideas and our belief. Therefore, affirmations give you a 25% increased or decreased chance of healing on your recovery journey. So this is why affirmations are so powerful. This is why I am very grateful to give this knowledge that I've acquired about affirmations to you for free. This is why I would very much recommend, whether you currently believe in it or not, that you try affirmations and that you understand the program, understand how to form an affirmation, understand where helpful and unhelpful affirmations are within our belief system. When we uncover a unhelpful affirmation, something that's been affirmed to us again and again, it's not helpful, and that is generally part of our shadow work. And there's other courses in Love School that look at shadow work, how to uncover those beliefs. And then the life design aspect, the conscious creation aspect, is then when we replace those unhelpful affirmations by choosing to affirm helpful ideas, helpful connections, helpful words, helpful programs into our subconscious mind that support us when we're healing or making changes for a recovery journey. And that's what this course is about. We can't delve deeper in it necessarily into what has previously been programmed. And it is, I would say, important to identify and clear those affirmations, those past affirmations, especially if you find yourself coming up against blocks, resistance, things aren't really changing. And you'll know when an affirmation is set in your mind because you'll hear it, you'll feel aligned with it, as things are happening, as things come up, will know when something is not helpful, because that's the voice you hear in your head. Well, I'm stupid. I'm stupid. I'm stupid. You can't do that because you're stupid. You did that wrong because you're stupid. We know them. Once you hear them voices, that voice, that affirmed truth that's not true, we know that there's affirmations that can be done. So one of the ways that we do it is by affirming a helpful statement. We can do this in different ways. We'll go through in the course. There's ways that you can do this verbally. There's ways you can do this visually. There's ways you can do it through writing. There's ways you can do it in your environment. There's different ways that you can affirm, and you can do it on a conscious level and you can do it on a subconscious level. The important thing is that you try, that you do it, that you follow your instincts as well as what feels right, not based on our past resistance and our past affirmations that might be unhelpful, but based on that part of us that wants to heal. And if you're ever wondering what affirmations to use, tap into that part of yourself that wants to heal. I personally do it by tapping into my heart center. That's generally the part of me that wants wellness and healing, because I love myself, or because of the love other people have for me, or because of the love I have for other people or things. And when I tap into that place and that energy of wanting to heal and wanting wellness and wanting to find my healing recovery path, I can then be guided. This is the affirmation that I need. This is what I need to find my alignment again. This is what I need to practice. So as you're using this course, bear all that in mind. If you have a particularly strong resistance to something, but it kind of feels right, then that might be an indication you have to dive in to do a little bit of shadow work to uncover what is blocking that. That's for a whole different course, I'm afraid, but you can override that through repetition in some cases. Repetition is the key with affirmations. Doing things with feeling and meaning is key to affirmations. Allowing yourself to open your mind to try new ways of thinking and being is a part of affirmation. And it's also true that there's going to be times when doing affirmations feels really relevant, and then times when it slips away. And that's natural, because once something has been affirmed, we don't need to keep practicing it so much all the time. We might move on to a different practice. But then if that slips and we notice that that the need for affirmations feels alive again to come up, simply do it again. It's a practice that you can use anytime. You might want to try out, if one particular style of affirmation doesn't seem to resonate, doesn't seem to work for you, try a different style, find what works for you, keep a note, and that's how you create your life design of knowing what works for you and when you can pick things up and put things down, and what's helpful and what's not helpful. Thank you so much for watching this video. I look forward to any feedback from you. And as I said, enjoy the course. Use it in your own time and space for affirming all that is possible on your healing and recovery journey. Thank you very much for watching, and enjoy the course.